Anyways, Exploration Day 2. And I would want to point out right now that it's not, I don't think explicitly said anywhere in the game, but it is confirmed that PNF 404 is Earth if people were to just suddenly disappear. It's basically easily confirmed in Pikmin 2. You track down Brittany's signal. Anyways, that'd be very bad. If I try to land here... Oh yeah, the pictures you take of the Pikmin will show up here right here too, on this little thing. So to land, I will do that. Okay, so if I press Y, you can listen to the conversation that the captains are having. And yeah, so we're gonna go land and go find Brittany. Anyways, so Brittany is the botanist on board this operation. And similar to Olimar and the ship in Pikmin 2, every time we collect a piece of fruit, she has a log about it. So anyways, here is our onion. As you can see, it follows you. And yeah, Brittany should be here. Something's flashing my map. Maybe it's her. I'm running out of substance, so I hope I find her before it's too late. It looks like the onion has followed me here. So, where are the Pikmin? So, as you may have learned, you just stand under here, press the A button, and select how many Pikmin you want. And hit OK. Yeah. Oh, that's right, the data file I found explained all this. The onion is the Pikmin's nest. Yeah, just press A under the onion to take out or return Pikmin. I'm going to install an application on the cockpad that lets me check the Pikmin status remotely. So I believe, what does this one do? I believe this just tells you where Pikmin are. Yep, I think this is just a general piece of information I don't think I can show you guys. But it'll just be a screen. Yeah, so it has how many are in your squad, how many are in the onion of a color, how many are on the field, how many are working, and how many are just kind of lying about. Anyways, I'm going to have him work on that. Him work on that. Anyway, so, micromanagement. This is a dwarf Bulborb. These, I guess, technically are the Goombas of the series. They're not... Get over there. Whatever. Now, I have reason to believe Pikmin is Miyamoto's, the general director at Nintendo's, favorite series, due to the fact this is the first series he wanted to make animated shorts for, and, yeah, they got that. Let's put these guys on the wall. Oh, this is a, what is this? White Spectralid. Now, I believe I can kill him. Now, this is a butterfly type enemy. Where is he? It's not hostile. And it just takes one hit to kill it. And I think it's worth about 1 Pikmin. So, all you butterfly lovers, I'm sorry, I guess. So, anyways, yeah. So, once I get a larger amount of Pikmin, I'll be able to show off their AI, which is pretty nice. How they follow you, which is really cute. Oh, look, more bridge pieces. I need some of those. This is water, and that is a Wogpole. Baby form enemy. These guys, oh crap, don't do that. As you'll see, Reds cannot swim. Water is lethal to Pikmin. I need to blow the whistle with ZR as your callback. Pikmin onto the land. So anyways, yeah. Okay, thank you. I'll panicking Pikmin by using your whistle. So there are various elemental hazards in the Pikmin series. And if it's not an insta-kill, whistling will save your Pikmin. How this works, I'm just gonna chalk it up to okay game mechanics. Come on. Alright, once Pikmin are done transporting fragments, they will return to the original location of the fragments. Explaining the bridge building mechanics I talked about earlier. If anyone had watched, if you watched Speedrun Tactics Activate, or the Pikmin Let's Play, you'll notice that in the previous 2 games, Pikmin would simply just beat a bridge to death with their face until it was done. And that was their general method of attacking. building things, or anything. Now they have little pretty full animations. Get over here. Yeah. Alright, so is everyone done? Alright, so this is a red Bulborb. Nope, just Bulborb. But it's technically a red. Anyways, so here's a little data file. When going gets tough, retreat into a hiding place and wait for an opportunity. Anyways, so we have pellet posies. Let's get the pellet posy out of the way first. Because about 4 more troops would be nice. This is electricity. That's fiery blowhog over there. Yeah, don't play with that. Yeah, I guess I'll talk about the immunities of hazards when it becomes relevant. So I want to point out, electricity is nerfed though, in comparison to what it was in Pikmin 2, where it was an insta-kill. In Pikmin, in this game, it stuns Pikmin, and they can't move, so I don't think they'll die. It might kill them, I'm not really sure. But if it doesn't kill them, it certainly makes it easy for them to get killed. But anyway, so you'll see the Pikmin are following me in a line, which is adorable. But, so, Pikmin 3 has a 15-minute day-long timer. Anyway, so we'll swarm onto that. That is a location, I believe you, is a large part of Pikmin strategizing. So throw 10 on him. And you just have them charge and attack that. Little animations. Yeah. Can't do it. So, in Europe, I believe the Wogpoles are known as wall poles. So, yeah. Anyway, so now we have 27 Pikmin. No, we have 45. I have 27 under my control. Well, thank you for finishing that. That's an electric gate. I guess I'll just show off how that works. So we got zapped. And if we use the camera on him, you'll see he's just that's kind of terrifying. But he's better now. So he's fine. I'm sorry about that, buddy. I hope you forgive me. But, yeah. So look how pretty this game is. And there's Brittany. She's dead. Oh no, Brittany's just lying there. I hope I'm not too late. Pick up, Brittany. Pick up. Please still be alive. Ah, she's fine. Can't kill characters off on day 2. Oh, sorry about that. I was just taking a little nap. Are you close by? Why I wasn't moving, you ask? Hee. Well, you know me. I'm a pretty sound sleeper, even with all those creatures creeping around. But never mind that. Listen, I discovered what looks like a piece of fruit. But I'm kind of stuck here for the time being. Could you go and check it out for me? Anyway, so again, cursors. That's the strawberry. Not a shrubbery, but a strawberry, like strawberry. Not even bigger than I thought it would be. If this is giant thing really is fruit, then we've hit the jackpot. I'd like to analyze it back at the trade, but how do I go there to get it? I get it there. Anyway, so as we discovered, Pikmin, it's all about carrying things back and forth. This is our Sunseed Berry, by the way, because they give all the fruit wonderful names, and we want to go into this little cave here. Unlike Pikmin 2, caves do not stop time because they are considered part of the overworld. And here we have a thingy. Well, what is this thing? Now, here's one of the things that kind of bugs me about Pikmin 3, is that this is a Medusal Slurker. There is an enemy that essentially does the same thing as this, called the Lesser Spotted Jelly Float in Pikmin 2, that really could have filled this enemy's role and how it works. But these are Rock Pikmin. So yeah. May have noticed that a lot of this footage we're using looks really familiar to the Pikmin reviews that either are or are not out yet. And that's because that's really the reason for going through these Let's Plays, is just to gather footage for that. Are these creature Pikmin 2? They're giving me a funny look. So as we notice, these Pikmin have a lavender bud. Yeah, so unlike the yellow, the yellow and the reds we have, who when they get flowers and buds will have a white bud, that is because the Pikmin Pokemon is what I was going to say, but the Pikmin are all are their head plants are based off of a species of flower called the Sutra cordata, I believe, which Nintendo actually in 2001 cultivated a type to look like it just says press out a cycle through the Pikmin that you can throw. Okay, so we have them. Have to take that corpse back. With our onion. Rock Pikmin are very hard like rocks. So these Pikmin are quite interesting. So these, again, like the reds, are probably also going to make up a large part of your workforce for fighting things. But it's very interesting how they work. So when you throw them at something, they do 50 units of damage, okay? But it's only upon impact, and after that they do 10 damage, 10 units. The Drake is sending us a message. But, unlike reds and other colors, they cannot cling. Analyzing recovery. Oh, I don't have the volume on this turned up. I should have done that earlier. The Sunseed Berry. Large quantities of Pikmin U detected. This is a seed-bearing fruit, making cultivation on Koppai possible. Juice from this fruit is safe for consumption by crew members. So as you may have noticed, the general trend for how this game's going to work, on the fruit thing, I'll add a fruit file to the Koppai, then we can store the results on our analysis. So we're going to install that. Ow. Stabbed myself. Anyway, so, general plot. You feed your captains on the juices, and the seeds go back to the planet. But since I don't know much about plants, I'll ask Brittany to write the reports. She is the botanist, after all, so let's click on that. See if the dev team thought of everything. No report filed, so that is nice. I cannot read the description of the fruit until I say Brittany. Good to know. Anyway, so, take our rocks, throw them back. The purples and the whites from Pikmin 2 had, pink, magenta flowers. Again, all of these flowers are based off of the different types of the flower, the Sutra cordata. Back to the Pikmin 1 thing, about 6 months after Pikmin 1 came out, Nintendo had released flowers that they had bred to look more like the flowers on the yellow Pikmin. And it was called Pikmin Flower. So, I think that's kind of neat. Interesting marketing thing they did. But there was also a song that actually outsold the game itself in Japan. New sprouts will be the same color as the Pikmin that retrieved the pellet or creature. Anyway, so yeah, so as you can see, Rock Pikmin can, they're pretty useful. Oh, don't you do that. I don't like this method of pellet collecting as much as I like the method used in Pikmin 2, where you could use the D-pad to select the rank and the color of Pikmin that you threw. Because the L button seems just, it would have been nice if you could use the right trigger to go back at least, but you can't, so if you do mess up, it kind of stinks. Oh yeah, you can also shake the gamepad to dismiss Pikmin 2. Just want to get that out of the way. But, yeah. That's a thing. Wait. I didn't even read the last... Okay, controls. Oh, lame. General control stuff. Anyway, so. You can throw Rock Pikmin at crystal glass walls to, break them. As you can see, they are ramming themselves into it. Oh, what a waste. But, yeah, so... everyone other than rocks cannot do anything. Rock Pikmin inflict extraordinary damage when thrown directly on an enemy. So, they deal quite a bit of damage when thrown on the enemy, but again, cannot actually do anything. Oh, hey, Brittany. I can't break through this wall. So, if we'll look here, you'll see, zoom in, that the reds are completely ineffective. And if you want to look, we can say, get out of my way. What a trooper. Say hi to Brittany. Hey Brittany, how's it going? Can you smash through this wall? Yes. These guys can. But yeah. So here is Brittany, our second captain. Woo, I can't tell you how happy I am to get out of this place. I'm sick of sleeping outside and I'm super hungry. What's with your entourage there? What's that you say? They're called Pikmin. They're cute. But we don't have time for cuteness right now. There, Alfie. and that is the face wrinkler. So, a large number of fruit were treasures. So you can also throw captains in this game of fruit. Maybe not a large number, but a good portion of fruit that are in Pikmin 3. Press Y to switch. Leaders are split into 2 squads to manage your workload more efficiently. I think I need... Let's throw a few more up there. That should be good. Yeah, so we needed only 5 on there, and I threw 10. Good. Oh, I had 11. So anyways, need a little... Nope, can't do it yet. Counter depressed. There we go. You can't switch captains like you could in Pikmin 2 without swapping, without dismissing. Throw teammates to places that can't be reached on foot. Anyway, so I want to point out these are the previous... Oh, crap. Anyway, so we're gonna split up here. And we're going to go take only the rocks. I'll throw Alf. Swap to him. Have him collect the reds. Have him stand back. Because the rocks are immune to being crushed. Now, this is a crystalline... This is a crystal nodule. Hello. Playing Pikmin. Yeah, so if you throw the rock Pikmin at these guys, the... What is this called? The Scutter Chuck, they die. That works too. But they'll try to throw these crystal nodules at your Pikmin and to kill them. And yeah, that's not nice. Over here. Interesting fact though, if there are no crystal nodules, the Scutter Chucks will not respawn. Because again, like Pikmin, the other 2 Pikmin games, once you kill enemies in an area, they stay dead for a couple days before being replaced. Bulborbs' weak eyeballs are its weak spot. So yeah. And then we have a piece of fruit up here. Nope, bridge pieces. Oh well. There is a fruit there. Alright, Alpha, let's do that. Anyway, so there's Brittany again. Say hello. So, you can lock on and throw things in Sunseed Berry. A little too many Pikmin. But yeah, so fruit that returned as treasures in Pikmin 2 are, alright, I don't need Alpha right now. Get over here. Are, what is the word? They keep their names that they were as treasures from Pikmin 2. So orange are their citrus lumps. And, alright, get over here. And discharge, and let them get all that. Brittany. So, yeah. So basically, at the end of the day, I get to analyze any fruit that I collected. New or old, I believe. And that's pretty cool, I guess. And there we go. Move these guys back up. And I think I've done everything I can do here today. I might be wrong, but I want to go back and check. Do I have anyone left? No, they are taking back the Sunseed Berry. So, yeah, so this is a brick. Other stuff. These are... What the crap? It will be sundown before too long. Alf, didn't you mention that nocturnal predators will attack any stray Pikmin? Yeah, so anyways, unlike the other, as in the other 2 Pikmin games, there was a circle of safety, quote-unquote, that your Pikmin could be in at sundown without dying. Make sure the Pikmin are in your squad or close to the onion when sun sets. All others will perish. So in Pikmin 2, Pikmin 1 at least, I'd better call any Pikmin who have wandered outside my squad. Oh, thanks for that. So at sundown... Oh, okay. I thought the timer would appear at the bottom screen. I guess it doesn't. But, yeah, you get a thingy that notifies you on the touchscreen, on the gamepad, of where any... Where is he? Where any stray Pikmin are by dots. Or I just think all Pikmin are located that aren't in a circle of safety. But, yeah, so that little light ring will appear from the onion, indicating regardless of location. So, all the onions will do this. Have their own little circle. Pikmin 1, the onions that are not at your base did not have this circle. But if we just go over here and we look at this, you'll notice I can throw down a Pikmin. I can throw down a red. Oh, hey guys, how's it going? I can throw down a few reds over here. And because they are technically in that little safety circle. No, I don't know if they're in the safety circle now. But I can throw a few reds over here. And they are considered fine. According to the gamepad, which way am I going? Anyways, so you can do that. And, yeah, so at sundown, anyone in a safety circle is considered fine. Again, as I've said about 12 times. By the way, rock Pikmin don't sink. For the record, I want to get that out of the way. All Pikmin are buoyant. But, rocks are immune to being crushed. So, and then I can leave a few rocks right there. By the same notion. And they will be fine. Even if they're not in my party. Which I think is kind of funny. Because, like, I could throw a rock, like... Let's click these guys real quick. Right here. And he would die. But these guys won't. Even though they have to run all the way across. And, yeah. So anyway, so this is our end of day. Any Pikmin you have on you will be dismissed. Anyone, I believe, who is outside but in the safety zone automatically runs back. I don't know if these guys just didn't appear because they weren't on frame. And then you go back into your ship. And, yeah. And the onions take off. So back to the Bulborbs. The red Bulborb, previously known as the Spotty in Pikmin 1, and the dwarf Bulborb are actually not the same species if you watch the enemy reel of Pikmin 1 and Red Piclopedia Pikmin 2. But the dwarf Bulborb is actually a species of bread bug, that an enemy from the first game that was not directly aggressive or dangerous, but onions now fuse together into one super onion that holds all of the Pikmin together. So anyway, so we can analyze our juice. So this is the face wrinkler, or a lemon. One of the things I like is sometimes fruit either doesn't completely fill in a jar, which is one day's worth of thing, although I think if it goes down to it, it's like this right here. Like the face wrinkler, and then we have the sunseed berry. What I like is that the colors kind of blend together, which is really nice looking. But back to what I was saying. Where was I? I was saying something pretty reasonable. I forget. No extra gulps for anyone. I forgot, where was I? Yeah, bread bugs. There we go. The dwarf Bulborbs are bread bugs, which mimic the big ones, so they won't get eaten by them. And the big ones are their own separate species. And yeah. Anyway, so this is our today's timeline. Back on board, we ran an analysis on the fruit we retrieved and found it suitable for copite consumption. It looks like there is plenty more where that came from. Reuniting with Brittany and finding this fruit. It's still early, but it seems to have taken a turn for the better. Alf. Saving. Saved. And their enemy. Oh, yeah, so. Oh, I can't punch him.